Your boss just promoted someone less qualified than you? You're playing office politics wrong. Here are the 5 rules the smartest player does. Let me show you the 5 rules that actually get you ahead. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Hard work alone won't get you promoted. I learned this the hard way after years of staying late, hitting every target, and watching less talented people climb past me. The truth? Office politics isn't dirty. It's just the game. And today, I'm sharing the 5 rules that can make you a master at office politics. The last rule is the most important one. Let's get into the video. Rule number 1, never outshine the master. Here's what this means in plain English. Don't make your boss look stupid or irrelevant. Ever. I get it. You're smart. Maybe even smarter than your manager. But the moment you make them feel threatened, you've created an enemy who controls your career. I've seen brilliant people get fired, not because they were bad at their job, but because they made their boss feel small in meetings. What you need to do, give your boss credit publicly. When you have a great idea, present it as building on what you mentioned last week. Or, I was thinking about your strategy and wondered if we could try this. In meetings, never correct your boss in front of others. Save feedback for private conversations. Make them look good, and they'll pull you up with them. Make them look bad, and they'll push you out. Remember, your boss's success is your success. Attach yourself to their wins. Rule number 2. Conceal your intentions. Stop announcing your plans. Seriously, stop it. When you tell everyone you're gunning for that promotion or planning to launch a new project, you're inviting sabotage. Colleagues will compete harder, steal your ideas, or spread doubt about you. I learned this when I excitedly told my team about a proposal I was working on. 2 weeks later, someone else presented a similar idea and took all the credit. Lesson learned. What you need to do. Work in silence. Keep your big moves close to your chest until they're ready to launch. If someone asks about your goals, be vague. Say things like, I'm just focused on doing great work, or I'm exploring a few options. When your project is ready and successful, then let people know. Let your results do the talking, not your mouth. The element of surprise is your friend. Use it. Rule number 3. Guard your reputation with your life. Your reputation is everything. It takes years to build and seconds to destroy. One bad rumor, one unprofessional moment caught on email, one angry outburst in a meeting, and you're labeled. Once you're labeled, it's almost impossible to shake it off. I've seen talented people stuck at the same level for years because of one reputation-damaging incident. What you need to do. Control the narrative about yourself. Be known for something positive. Maybe you're the problem solver, or the person who always delivers, or the calm one in chaos. Never badmouth anyone at work. Not your boss, not your colleagues, not even that annoying person from accounting. Gossip always gets back to people. Be extremely careful with written communication. Emails and messages live forever. Before hitting send, ask yourself, would I be okay with this being forwarded to my boss or shown in a meeting? Protect your image like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. If you find this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's move on to rule number 4, court attention at all costs. If nobody knows about your work doesn't matter. Harsh, but true. You can be the best performer on your team. But if you're invisible, you'll be overlooked when promotions come around. Visibility equals opportunity. What you need to do. Speak up in meetings. Share your wins and team updates. Volunteer for high visibility projects, even if they're challenging. Send regular updates to your manager about what you've accomplished. Not bragging, just informing. A simple weekly email. Here's what I completed this week keeps you on their radar. Build relationships with decision makers. Have coffee with senior leaders. Attend company events. Be memorable. But here's the key. Back up the attention with real results. Be visible and valuable. All talk and no action will backfire. You want to be known for being great, not just for talking about being great. Rule number 5. Act like a king to be treated like one. This is about confidence and self-respect. How you carry yourself determines how others treat you. If you act unsure, apologetic, or small, people will treat you that way. If you act like you belong at the table, people will believe you belong there. What you need to do: speak with confidence. Stop using weak phrases like, "I just think maybe," or "this might be stupid," but state your ideas clearly and own them. Dress the part. You don't need expensive clothes, but look put together and professional. People judge you in the first 7 seconds. Set boundaries. Don't let people dump work on you or disrespect your time. Kings don't beg for respect. They command it through their behavior. And here's a big one: stop seeking approval for everything. Make decisions. Take ownership. Act like a leader before you have the title, and the title will follow. So there you have it. 5 rules that will change how you navigate office politics. Remember, this isn't about being fake or manipulative. It's about being strategic. It's about understanding that success at work isn't just about doing good work. It's about playing the game smartly. Start with just one rule this week. Master it. Then add another. If you want to read it in detail or download the PDF, go through the link in the description.